What is poppin' fam? Spanik here, and in this video we will be roasting the WNBA Season 4 drafts. This draft has officially concluded as of yesterday, and as a former champion of the league, I feel like I should be able to, critique these drafts. I won Season 1 of this league, so I think I deserve the right to critique in quotations, these illustrious drafts I have presented before me, these teams, and we will see which teams will be able to come out on top. Now, this is not like an actual draft analysis, this is a draft roast. They are two different things. A draft analysis is actually going into the teams in depth and seeing where all the weaknesses are. This is a roast, so expect it. It's going to be more of a just highlighting what's bad. Okay, so let's get this roast underway, and we will be starting with the Portland Porygons. We will do the Sun Conference first, and then we will go on to the Moon Conference. Let us start with the Portland Porygons, and over here they have a monstrosity. They have a monstrosity of a team. We have Sheer Force. That is Sheer Force Lander aside, by the way. We got Tyranitar, we have Volcarona, we have Snorlax, we have Whimsicott, we have Metagross, we have Suicune, we have Toxicroak, we have Dredagon, we have Rotom Frost, and we have Mega Shark. I myself have some experience with the Mega Sharpedo variant, and it sucks. I used it in UTL season. I don't know, but I know I had one UTL season, and it did absolute dog shit. I know you could turn around and say, yeah, that's because you're bad, but no, I'm a god. I'm a former champion in this league, so my word is law. And Mega Sharpedo is a bad mon. I don't care if it could speed boost. I don't care about that Tough Claw's ability. It's bad. It's a bad Mega. You shouldn't have drafted it. You should have went with something else. Good God, good God. And also, yeah, Volcarona. That mon is garbage. It's quad weak to rocks. Why do you have mons quad weak to rocks? Any mons with quad weaknesses to rocks are bad. So, and you have Volcarona. Someone sets up South Rocks at GG. There goes your main sweeper. Someone sets up South Rocks GG. There goes your main sweeper. And what's your defogger? Where is your hazard removal? You have Rotom Frost and Lando? What kind of hazard removal is that? How are you going to expect to win games with Volcarona? Someone sets up rocks on you, that's game. So if you bring Stealth Rocks on Portland Porygons, you win the game. Because look at this. Look at this. I know you have Sheer Force Lander Y. That just nukes teams, so it can't sweep. And also, it's one of your hazard moves. This thing's got to pack Defog if you plan to sweep with Volcarona. Like, what is this? My goodness, man. You're going to have a tough time with Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks look to be your worst enemy. Hazard Stack in general seems to be your worst enemy. Because what? Lax is going to take a shitload on coming in. Doesn't appreciate the Toxic Spikes either. You really should have gotten some better hazard removal, my guy. Defog ain't gonna cut it, because then your hazards are gone too. Defog's garbage. Get Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin's better. And I see no spinners on your team, so no hazard removal. Also, you have Blander SI. Quad weak to ice? What is quad weak to ice? And your only resistances are Metagross and Suicune? And Rotom Frost, what the hell? That's not taking ice hits very well. Someone sends in a Kyurem Black. What are you doing? Rotom Frost coming in? It could take this Iron Head to the face. Like, oh my god, this team's just bad. It's bad. It's bad. Bad team. Bad team. I expect this guy to finish dead last, because if someone just brings rocks on him, he loses. Okay, next team is Niagara Weaviles, a team hungry for a championship after many, 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 many failed attempts. And what is he going to bring, and what is he bringing to the table in WNBA Season 4, hungry for a title? He's going with Manaphy, a mon that he has in UTL. Weavile, Florges, Florges, I have PTSD now. Ferrothorn, Chandelure, Crobat, Hitmonlee after 3,000 years, he finally is able to draft it. Claydol, the hypocrite himself, Lycanroc Day, Linoon, and Mega Ampharos. Okay, so right away, I see him. I see this man. I see him. He's picking up Mega Ampharos, because in WNBA Season 1, I won the title with that mon. So, clearly he's taking a page out of my book, picking up Mega Ampharos. Thinking it's going to win him a champ, thinking it's going to work the same magic for him that it worked for me. He's got the fattest team in existence. Look at this Fairy Steel Dragon Core here. Mega Ampharos, Florges, Ferrothorn? What is breaking that? It is breaking that. You think a Firebond's gonna break Ferrothorn? Ampharos just comes in and eats that shit. He's got even Manaphy too. I mean, okay, yeah, he's got defense up the ass, but he has no. His team is very, very slow. This team is slow as shit. I know you have Weavile, but I know you have Weavile and Crobat, but Crobat doesn't hit hard. Crobat's Brave Birds, they feel like a light feather on something. They feel like a light tap on something. It tickles most things. Weavile hits pretty decently hard, and it's fast, but that's it. You have no instant offense on this team outside of Weavile. What if somebody has an insane Weavile check? How are you breaking Steel types? How do you break Steel types, man? You just bring a Steel type on this, man, you win. Because you have Chandelure, but most Steel types get Earthquake anyway, so Chandelure's out of here. You have Ferrothorn. Which just gets nuked by every Fire Blast in the game, but I don't know what that has to do with Steel types. Weavile loses to Steel types. Manaphy loses to Steel types. Manaphy loses to Steel types like Magneton. They just Thunderbolt Manaphy into oblivion. Lycanroc Day's garbage, doesn't get Earthquake. You don't have Sand. How you gonna be able to sweep teams with Lycanroc Day? In Linoon, you think you're gonna Z Belly Drum your way to the top? What is this thing's answer for a fast ghost type like Mismagius? Someone just brings like Mismagius or Kofag on you. Kofag sets up Trick Room. You can't E-speed him. It's HP fighting Sir Linoon and he's dead. So what is this team? What does this team do? I just see a bunch of fat-ass Mons here. Not really any real synergy. I know you have Fairy Steel Dragon, but you think this team's going to win a championship? No, you're going to get blown back by Steel types. And speaking of blown back by Steel types, speaking of great Steel types, look what's in your division. The man who kicked your ass in NLDS finals a few seasons ago. Or NDLS, what the hell is it? It's not Digimon League, sadly. I don't remember what the hell. Okay, and look what he's got. He's got Mega Scizor. He's got... this man drafted fucking Cancer. What the hell did this man draft? He has Mega Scizor, Toxapex, P2, Clefable, Gothitelle, Gligar, Darmanitan, Breloom, Alolan Persian, Rotom, and Noivern. Please excuse me while I go vomit, because this team is fucking disgusting. And by disgusting, I mean he drafted Stall. Are you serious, my guy? You really resorted down to that level. I'm glad I took a seat this season. Because Jesus God Almighty, you drafted Mega Scizor Stall. Okay, I don't see any. You just drafted two Wall Breakers. You just drafted three Wall Breakers and a bunch of Fat Mons. Why do you do this to people? Why? Why do you do this to people? Just why collapsed? Just why? What did these good men do to you? They joined your league and now you draft this garbage? I mean, you get obliterated by pretty much any stable wall breaker in the game, but you drafted Darmanitan, which is one of the most feared wall breakers in Pokemon history. Now, let's see how you handle the Cancer collapse. Let's see how you handle this cancerous of a team. I can't even roast anything. It's just a standard stall team. It's just a standard stall team minus the Dugtrio, so you get obliterated by most fast attackers, which Derp doesn't seem to have any of them except Weavile. But even so, he has Weavile. You have Weavile, you have Scarf Darmanitan just revenges that. You have Breloom, which beats it too. So, don't really see how Derp handles that team well. And you just bring rocks on Portland Porygons and win. So, really don't know how to roast this team. You just drafted straight Stall. Really just listen to anyone's rants on Stall, and that's essentially what the roast of that team is. So moving on, we have the pretty much outlier here, the Washington Red Skitty. And he is going with Torrentee, Regular Scizor, Serp, Kingdra, Politoed, Mega Swampert, Drapion, Granbull, Raichu, Hariyama, Reuniclus. He's got fat-ass... Not really fat-ass shit. He's just got Rain. He just drafted a standard Rain team. And there's really not much here to roast either. It's just your standard everyday Rain team. So someone just bring Thunder, or just bring some grass coverage and Thunder, and you could just nuke his entire team. Raichu, so what? He has a Raichu. Torrentee, Scizor, it's so weak to Thunder spam. Like, what is this? Drapion? Drapion is not taking a Thunder. His only Mons that take a Thunder, well, maybe Reuniclus on a good day. Raichu, and maybe Superior. He only has 2 electric resist, so... I mean, Mega Swampert, most electric types are just going to carry grass coverage anyway, or HP grass, and just blow that thing into the next county. So really, the last two teams here, they're just really standard. So not much variety here. Not much to roast. The first two teams in this division, they were pretty roastable. But this is just these last two guys. They just drafted. The teams are just really bland. It's just standard rain and standard stall. Like not much variety there. Moving on, we got the Denver Bruxish, and he's got Lele Ments. Oh lord, Lele Ments, aka lose to ice types. But he's got it. But Infernape is a resist. Wrong. Well, yeah, quad resist, but its defenses are garbage, and you're going to be spamming close combat anyway, so that thing's not taking hits. Crook, another ice weakness. Mega Blastoise, okay. Delmize, another ice weakness. Stack Attacka. Okay, that doesn't have any good recovery whatsoever, so it's going to get worn down. Electros, okay. Wheezing, no good recovery other than Pain Split. Ribombi's not taking hits, and Crumbominable is resistant. Well, is an ice resist. So, okay. I see your team is really horrendously weak to ice, so therefore Derp just straight up destroys you with Weavile. Please tell me how you're beating that thing with Z moves. Please, go on, go on. I want you to explain how you're beating that thing with Z moves. Scarf Lele? No. Scarflele, no, he's got Ferrothorn in the back. How you beating this man? How you? So you just lose the fast ice types. Okay, yeah, I see. Every single one of your ice resists gets worn down in some way. Every single one of your ice resists gets worn down in some way. Every single mon of yours that could take hits gets worn down in some way. No good recovery on this team outside of really Ments with Roost, but. Nice really outside Ments with Roost, but nice ice type hits gonna fix your right up. So ice types destroy you. Next is No Johns in the Chicago Cub Juice, another returning coach. Oh, he's got Mega Lob's Ice Neck. It's over. He's the champion. GG. Zapdos, Tapu Fini, Tangrowth. Oh, he's got Tangrowth too? Oh my goodness. Fortress, Mesprit, Alakazam, Frostlass, Magneton, Flareon. Your last two mons rhyme. That's Simon's rhyme. I like this team. He's got Zygarde 50 is really good in this format. Now with 1,000 arrows, he just spams that shit. You think flying types are the immunity to the ground now? Nope. They're not anymore. They get smacked down and you can just take those hits. He's got Zapdos with deep. He's got Zapdos. He's got pretty good. He's got okay. He doesn't. He has pretty good hazard move with Zapdos and Fortress. Rocks don't bother him. He's got Tangrowth, and any team with Tangrowth knows that this thing is fat as shit. This thing doesn't die. I don't care if most of the time they run AV. It doesn't die. It doesn't die and hits hard too. Frostlass, fast as fuck, boy. He's got good speed here. I just really like this team. There's really nothing too pertainingly wrong with it. He's got Tapu Fini, bulky waters, great ice resists. I know, great ice resist with the bulky water. He's got Mesprit. He's got a little weak to dark, but I mean, he's got Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny's going to handle darks well. Tapu Fini resists dark hits. Fortress just takes hits for days. Overall, very, very well built team. I guess Flareon was just a meme pick or a fire type, but whatever, it's no big deal. This thing actually is pretty good too with Guts. This overall pretty solid team. Next, we have the Lavender Town Luxrays and Coach the Brain 05, aka the Portuguese player. And he's got Beatdown, he's got Thunderai, he's got Mimikyu, he's got Mega Venusaur, Empoleon, Mienshao, Donphan, Torkoal, Meloetta, Shuckle, and Zoroark. You think this team is going to win with hacks? It's not going to win with hacks. It's not going to win with hacks. You got Mimikyu is just overall a great mon. He's got Empoleon. Empoleon, my favorite starter. He's got Mienshao, another pretty good mon. He's got Donphan. This team is just full of mons I like. Kyron, but he knew I was roasting teams. This man had to know I was roasting teams, as he just drafted a bunch of my favorite mons here. Kyron Black, Mimikyu, Empoleon, Donphan, Meloetta. How did he know I was roasting teams? He just drafted a bunch of mons I like. So you know what, Brain? No, I'm not even going to speak about your team, because you tried to appease me here. You tried to, what's the word I'm looking for? You tried to bribe me for a good vote. You tried to bribe me for saying your team is good by just drafting a bunch of mons I like. So no, you know what? I'm not even speaking about your team now, because that's a biased opinion. So moving on, we have not the Brain 05. We have Sir Bacon 12 and his Fall River Floatzels. He's got Celesteela. He's got Mamoswine. He's got Celesteela, bad mon. He's got Mamoswine, decent mon. He's got Pelipper, bad mon. He's got Jolteon. Fast electric types, essential to the format. He knows his shit. He's got Espeon. Okay, 2 evolutions. Why? Milotic, another bulky water with Pelipper. Why do you need 2 bulky waters for? Are you trying to lose electric types? He's got Blaziken. Okay, that's fine. Cradilly, Mega Diancie, Sigilyph, Ambipom. Okay, this team loses to electric types. Next up, we have the Wilmington Wingles. And he's got Mega Charizard X, Landorus T, Registeel, Greninja. This is UI, Sylveon, Azelf, Kamala, Terrakion, Venomoth, and Electivire. He's got Zardex, Lando T. That's one of my favorite cores in the format. One of my favorite cores ever, because it just hits hard, and Lando T is one of the best mons in the format too. It's got Decidueye, another one of my favorite starters. Greninja's pretty good too. That's only Torrent, by the way. And overall, he's got good hazard removal with Kamala, Terrakion. Electivire is pretty good too, even though he really is not weak to electric types. But hazard stacking is a giant problem for him though. But he is able to get Kamala. Kamala does help. Landorus Therian is pretty good too. He is taking advantage of the new defoggers. And overall, it just seems like he threat stacked here with Zardex, Lando T, Greninja, Azelf, Terrakion, Venomoth even. He just threat stacked. I don't see real big synergy here. I know he's got Volt Turn going. Volt Turn into Zardex, but there's not like he doesn't really have the cool. He kind of has he has a Fairy Steel Dragon core, but he doesn't have Fire, Water, Grass, or does he? I'm just blind. No, he doesn't have a grass. Yeah, he actually does have a grass. Oh, he does have Fire, Water, Grass. Oh shit, I'm blind as hell. You know what? This team's good. Next we got Fidget Spinda. He has Mega Pinsir, Gliscor, Rotomosh, Nidoqueen, Cecil, Blacephalon, Badmon, Cobalion, Chestnut, Dragalge, Vigoroth, Clefairy. Why on earth did he draft Clefairy? Do you think this thing is Clefable? It's not Clefable. It's really... Even with the Violate, it's not even a budget Clefable. It's not like how Sneasel is a budget Weavile. This is not a budget Clefable. You think it is? It's not. They don't have the same move pool, and Clefairy has much worse stats. Vigoroth could be a decent pick for him. I mean, he's got Blacephalon. Blacephalon's bad. It can't even head smash right. Because it can't even head smash right because it rounds up. The one mon that rounds up. And he's got Mega Pinsir. He's got a bunch of Rock Weak mons, yet 0 hazard removal outside of Gliscor. Another team like Portland Porygons where you just bring rocks on him and win. Because look, he's got Sneasel. He's got Mega Pinsir. He's got... what else? Blacephalon. All weak to rocks, and that seems to be the point of his offensive core. So every single one of his offensive mons are weak to rocks, yet he's only got 2 hazard removal mons in Gliscor and Rotomosh. Think you're drafting spinners? No, he doesn't even have a spinner. I don't care what you say. Chestnut doesn't get rapid spin. And I know Blacephalon seems to be a Chandelure on steroids, but it's still even rocks weak. I mean, only 2 defoggers, and Rotomosh doesn't really want him on defog that often. Not even Gliscor wants to. So pretty much non-existent hazard removal. Another team where you bring rocks and win. And where is your fast electric type? Where is your electric type? No fast electric type, bad team. Next, Seattle Slow Kings. And this guy was taunting me before these roasts, saying, "Oh, you can't roast my team." Oh, yes, I can roast your team. Because look at the team next to you. You really think anybody in this division is going to have a chance against Benny's Oakland Remorators with Naganandel and Hoopa Unbound? You really think you're going to defeat that team? Well, I got news for you. You're not. He's going to take this division by storm. Naganandel is broken. Hoopa Unbound is borderline broken. Skarmory is broken. Emboar is broken. Serena is broken. Aromatisse is broken. Mega Glalie, that's broken. Lycanroc Dusk, broken. Araquanid, broken. Electabuzz, broken. Stanislash, broken. This is a broken-ass team here. This is a broken-ass team. He's got such good wall breaking, such good thing. So, you know what, Sean? No. I am not going to roast your team. I think Benny's team just roasts these 3 teams all together. So, as Naganandel's going to scorch earth on this entire division, Benny's going to take that division by storm. But if you want me to give you a formal roast on the team, Sean, I will. Where is your hazard removal, not named Mandibuzz? You have no spinners on this team at all, yet you have a Alolan Marowak, Mandibuzz, Scolipede, Gyarados, 4 big Mons all weak to rocks. Your one Mon that gets Defog is also weak to rocks. So where is your hazard removal? Where is it? I don't see it. Yeah, Mandibuzz gets Defog, but that's it, and it's weak to rocks. You have no hazard removal weak to rocks. Bring rocks on him and win. Bring rocks on this guy and win. Hell, bring rocks on this guy and win. Does Benny have a good rocker? Yes, he does. He's got Skarmory. He's got Lack and Rock Dusk. He's got 2 rockers right there. 3 with Sandslash. But when is he going to run rocks on that? He's got 2 good rockers here, so he's going to roast that entire division. Enough said about that. Next we got name I can't pronounce, Ponytas. And he's got Magirna Dougie. He's got Magirna Dougie with Veil and Rotom Heat and Mega Tyranitar. And Savali with all types, so he's got Arceus on his team. He's got Selgor, he's got Lurantis, he's got Samurott. This team just loses to Edgequake. It just loses to Edgequake. It just loses to Edgequake. That's really all I could say. Just bring like Lando T and you win. There's no fast electric type, so it's not really essential to league format. He's got Rotom Heat, but that's not fast. It's slow. Savali, you can probably make it not lose to Edgequake, but your best answers to Edgequake are Hitmontop and Savali. You don't have that good answers to Edgequake. This team doesn't really hit hard from physical either. I mean, I know he's got Tyranitar, but that thing is slow as shit, so it's dying to everything. So yeah, just pray you're able to set up Magirna and you'll be fine. Next team, Green Bay Golissopods. And he's got Zero. I can't pronounce this spawn's name, but I know it's a fast electric type, so he's got a team essential to league format. He's got Mew, he's got Garchomp, he's got Mega Aggron, he's got Togekiss, he's got Vape, he's got Shaman, he's got Incineroar, he's got Glissapod, he's got Miss Mag, and he has gotten the Primeapes. So overall, I see this team, and all I think is, he's got an illegal Mon. He's got Zeraora. That Mon isn't released yet. Therefore, it's illegal. This is an illegal draft. Next, we got the Sunset Superiors, Coach Mapaloin, a.k.a. the Staraptor God, a.k.a. the Emolga God. And as you can see, he's got both of them. He's got both of them again. It's over. It's over. It's over. Conference Finals going to be Remorators and... Conference Finals in this league is going to be Remorators and Superiors. All because he's got Staraptor Emolga, so he's going to be unstoppable. He's got Naganondel Hoopa Unbound. He's going to be unstoppable. These two teams are going to be unstoppable. They're going to meet in the Conference Finals. They're going to be in the Conference Finals, and the world's going to explode because of these two teams' power right here. And now, last but not least, we got the Tampa Bay Mantines. With he's got Bulu Lucha. That's it. It's over. He's got Bulu Lucha. Bulu Lucha, Starmie, Arcanine, Umbreon. This is such a West team, it's not even funny. It's just this is just a bunch of Mons West just drafts. Every time West just looks at his every time you see Tampa Bay Mantines and 5-7 West in the draft, this is probably going to be the team he drafts. He loves his Sand, he loves his Mega Aerodactyl, he loves his Halucha, he loves his Bulu. He loves his shitty dragon here with Komodo. This is just such a West team. It's not even funny how much West this team is. It's just your standard everyday West team. Starmie even too, one of his favorite Mons. So that concludes the roast of the teams in general for the WNBA Season 4. I hope I critiqued well, and if I had to pick division winners right now based on team structure and team completeness, well, not really completeness, just based on team structure. In this division right here, I would have to take the Lehigh Valley Iron Pig Knights. I don't know why he didn't put Valley there, because Stall just beats everything. Stall just beats everything. I would have to pick him. And in the other division, over here, I am going to have to take the Lavender Town Luxrays because he's just got straight power on his team. In the next division, I am going to have to take the Oakland Remorators, because what on earth is going to beat Naganondel Hoopa Unbound? That, with rocks, that is just straight broken. And I'm going to have to take Sunset Superiors here. He's got Staraptor Ditto, and he's got Staraptor Ditto Emolga. He knows how to use those Mons. He has a good head on his shoulders. He has a good head. He knows what to do with those Mons. Wild cards. I think there's 2. In the Sun Conference, wild cards will probably be the Niagara Weaviles, because Derp always finds a way to win with fat-ass shit. So, and he's got Mega Ampharos. He's sneaking into a wild card spot. I'd have to take him, and I would have to take the Fall River Float Cells for the other wild card spot. Just because his structure is just really good. And he's got Celestial, because apparently everybody can use that effectively except me. Wild cards in the other division, I'm going to have to take the Wilmington Wingles here. Just Zardex Lando T. That's it. That should be enough to get you into the playoffs. And over here, I am going to have to take the Tampa Bay Mantines because this is just a straight up West team. So there you have it. There's my playoff. I have my playoff predictions. I have my playoff predictions and wild card predictions. And here's to a great season, WNBA Season 4 coaches. Hispanic out. I will be back once the games are happening. I will be back once a week with weekly recaps. Every and all plays are subject to roasting. Hispanic out. I will see you guys for the weekly recaps. Peace.